Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have a super fun episode for you guys today. I've been looking forward to filming this one. If you haven't been here before, I'm Sarah and this is Vhagar. I purchased her on that's not lotion. I purchased her on New Year's Eve from a kill pen here in Texas, and she is going to be my next dressage horse. She is really dirty right now because it's been cold and the weather's been bad, but it's finally warm and she got a little bit sweaty today, but we're excited that we can finally give her a bath. She's been home for about 30 days now, and we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a look at when she came home to what she looks like now. But first we got to get her all cleaned up because she's like extra gross today. But let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm just gonna get her tied and get all the soap together. I think before I bathe her, I'm just gonna go ahead and brush her with a quick curry brush, just kind of get a lot of the stuff worked out. I need to take her tail bag out before anything. Yeah, you are so dirty. She had fun in turnout today. You can tell that. I know, it's like we're gonna do all this work and then as soon as we let her loose, she's just gonna like roll around in whatever dirty spot she can find. Since we got her home, it's been like, it was probably in the like 50s when we brought her home, and then it dropped down and got as low as like 10-degree wind chill. We've had snow, we've had rain, and now it's like 85 degrees. This has all been 1 month. That's Texas for you. All right, so I'm just taking tape from the end of her tail and I'm gonna unbraid it. And it's been braided for probably like a week and a half now. I've had it braided. She's got a really nice tail. I would like to see if I can get it to grow even longer. She's got a really nice tail to start with. And I think I'm gonna have to cave and use scissors on this one patch of glue. I haven't been able to get it out. If you come on this side, like this side's not as crusty, except for under her mane is really sweaty. Her mane got her neck real sweaty. I'm just trying to like kind of break up some of the dirt that's on her and the sweat. She got really sweaty under her mane. And it's like so tempting to body clip her so that she isn't all hot and sweaty when it's 85 degrees in the middle of winter. But I know next week it's going to drop into the 30s again. So it's just, I don't want to do that to her. Not when it's cold. So I went ahead and I finished brushing her out. And it's not a complete brush because I'm about to give her a bath. But now we're just going to move on. I'm going to get the water hose, hose her down, and start soaping her up. And I just put some in there. Ooh, that was a lot. Since it's her first bath, I don't know how she responds to a water hose. I mean, she's seen me fill her water trough, but she hasn't had me spray water towards her. So I think she'll be fine, but we'll find out. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Which one is a much lighter one? Oh, there we go. So I start low on her legs just in case she is nervous. It's not just hitting her right on her body. But she doesn't seem scared of it at all. She's just going to eat the water, which is great. And while we are spraying down the horse, the toddler is in the background trying to carry a 5-gallon bucket of water. Ooh, it's okay. Is that a little cold on your booty? Ooh. The water's a little cold. The water's a little chilly, I think. Oh my gosh, all the brown dirt coming off of her. She doesn't hate it, but I'm not sure if she's a fan at the moment. Yeah. So I'm gonna turn off the water for now and go ahead and start soaping her down. So yeah, I think the water straight from the hose. I mean, they don't have a heated water hose, so I think it's a little bit refreshing. And we're just gonna go ahead. Ooh, there you go. Just get soap on a sponge and start scrubbing her down. Ooh. So we're just gonna go ahead and get soap all over her. I'm a little hesitant to put too much on her face just because I don't want to freak her out when I go hose her face. Because she's being very patient, but she doesn't seem to be the biggest fan of this right now. I'll go get my bucket. Hi, pony. She's a snorty pony all the time. Back nice and clean. Oh, so luckily it's going to be warm all week this week. So if she needs to be hosed off again or just worked with a bit more, we can go ahead and clean her up again. Try not to step in the manure pile she so kindly left for me right now. It's nice to see. I think you can see it a little bit better now that she's wet, but she has filled out a lot more along her back. Her spine is still a little bit protruded. I would like to see this filled in more with muscle, but she looks a lot better than when she first came home a month ago. She's been really good. I'm gonna go ahead and work on her tail a bit. So let me get over there. Just so I don't spook her, I'm gonna just move from front to back and come over to her tail and pay extra attention to this one chunk of glue that's still here and trying to break it up. And it's coming apart a bit. I don't want to have to cut it with scissors. I was able to work all the rest of the glue out of her mane and tail from the different auctions she went through. But this one's just like extra tough. It's ridiculous. But it's a big chunk. I don't want to just like leave her with a bald spot. It's so close to her tailbone. Grab this bucket. All right, for expedience sake, I'm gonna go ahead and dip her tail in the bucket. Her tail just needs a lot of attention. Now, grab this. And I'm just working the soap in with a sponge. I just want to work her tail with my hands. I've been talking to a friend of mine who shows quarter horses and paints, and she's got a really good routine to grow manes and tails, and I just want to like kind of copy that. And so she doesn't use anything but her fingers to brush out the tails. So I don't, well, she does that so like it doesn't, so you're not just like ripping the hairs out and getting it shorter and shorter. So that's why I'm only using the sponge and my fingers, because I just don't want it to, I don't want her tail to break apart. She's got such a nice tail. Look at this. Look at this. Nearly to the ground. I'm going to pay extra attention to her tailbone. It's like if you're saying, I'm going to pay extra attention to cleaning your roots. Like I'm cleaning her roots, the parts that are actually attached to her body. I'm going to go ahead and start working on her, on this side of her. This sponge again. So, hi pony. Just going to go ahead and start wetting down her mane. Under her mane is like really crusty from sweat from the heat today. She did also run around a bit and turn out. So, yeah, I can't really blame her for being sweaty. She's got a full winter coat and it is not winter weather. Part of me really desperately wants to clip her because I think she would look so pretty with a short coat. But the rational side of my brain keeps reminding me that it's going to get cold again. And this is just a little blip in the weather. So I am cleaning her well. I'm not going to say she's going to be 100% ready, like show ready clean in one go, because she is making this water pretty brown already. But she's going to feel a lot better than when we started. This is one of my favorite things to do with the horses, is just bathe them and pamper them. I love the grooming portion of it. One thing I'd like to learn more about, and I have some friends that have gotten the certifications, but I'd really like to learn more about equine body work, doing like the equissage, or I've worked with some specialists, some body workers that do the Masterson method, and that one is always like super mind-blowing to me. I'd love to know more about how to do that with my own horse. I know they do trainings and stuff, but I don't quite know where. Done any body work with your horse, it can make a huge difference for some horses. It's just like us, like if you're trying to work out or do something and you've got like muscle pain, or something's out of alignment, it's not gonna go well. So it's the same for them. They're athletes. You gotta treat them like such and have body work. Or like, I had a horse that I was working with, and he had a lot of muscle atrophy on his back, and it was probably from poor saddle fit before he came in, and she worked on him, and I think he had like 4 or 5 sessions, plus we did a fitness routine for him, and we rebuilt his back, and he had no more issues, no more back pain. But he was also out in the pole. We had the chiro come out for that. So I know it's different everywhere, every region with caring for horses. Where I grew up, we didn't really do a lot of chiro or body work for the horses. They're more just like ranch work horses. So I had never heard of that stuff before, but my goodness, do I believe in it now. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You want me to get in here? You can just hold your leg, that's fine. All right, I think she's pretty well soaped down. Now we just got to get all the soap off. So we put all the soap on, now we have to get all the soap off. So let's go ahead and start hosing her down. So I just got to turn the water hose for a bit because it starts off kind of high pressure. That feels good. Hi. I'm going to go ahead and spray your legs again, okay? Ooh. She seems to be fine. I think it's mostly just that even though it's warm out, the water coming from the hose is a little fresh. You want to, oh, you're just doing your lips. See if I can show you guys first person point of view. Whoop. All right. Yeah, I think the water coming out of those is a little bit fresh. We're just going to go ahead and hose her down, get all the soap out. You can see all the dirt running down, get out of her tail. But the water's coming out clean now, so soap is doing its job. All right. And yeah, she's wiggling a little bit right now. I'm going to give her some grace. Yeah, she's a baby. We're asking a lot of her. And also, she's not tied where there is really like a wall to hold her in place. She is able to pivot around. And she's also playing with the water. Yeah. Oh. Are you splashing in the mud? She still got a little bit of soap, but I'm going to have to spray her down again after I put the conditioner in her. So I'm just going to condition her mane and tail real quick and get her all finished up. So I pulled her away from the tree because she's trying to play in the mud, but she is nice and clean now. And I'm going to go ahead and dry her off and put her up for the night, give her dinner because we are losing daylight, but I'll give you guys a full reveal in the morning. Hey guys, we are back. It is the next day. Vhagar had her bath last night. I threw in a little braid this morning, and I wanted to give you guys a little look at Vhagar now that she's had her bath and is all clean. She still has her winter woolies, but she looks pretty good to me. So let me give you guys a little tour. She's loose right now, so she's just kind of wandering around doing her own thing. But she did come say hi for the video. She did stay pretty clean overnight. I did find her resting her head on a manure pile. Just like she's one of those miracle horses that poops in the same spot all the time. But then she'll leave like one pile off to the side and be like, it's a pillow. It's just super gross. But anyway, she looks really good. I can show you guys, I did a little braid. She's got a little bit of braid going on her mane. And let me see. All right. But yeah, so this is her 30-day update. We brought her home on January 2nd because they were closed over the holidays when we purchased her. And now today's actually February 4th. So we're a couple days late. But I want to show you guys, you've seen the pictures from when she first came home, and I'll give you guys a little recap right here so you can look at them. But she looks way different. She is really filled out a lot more in her top line, and her ribs are not nearly as pronounced. She's not as tight in her hind end, which could have just been her being drawn in from shipping. Now she's like, I'm gonna stand funny. But she just looks so much better. Her hip is not as pronounced. She was really flat back here on her hind end. She didn't have any of this softness going on right here, so that's exciting. I'm looking forward to having her fill out and muscle up more. I think she's just going to be real impressive. She's still got her winter woolies. I did not clip her. So tempting. But it's already getting cold. The forecast said it was going to be 80 today, and it's only into the 60s. So I can't risk it. Texas is too crazy with weather. But she has just been a good kid. she's over here eating grass. She's been out here like all afternoon. She's just chilling. But she did. I did. Sadly, I'll show you guys. I had to take scissors to the last glue spot, and it looks kind of butchered. I didn't have a choice. It would not come out any other way. But that's the last of the glue from all the auctions. So yeah, she doesn't have any more glue in her mane, in her tail, and she's all fresh. She feels so much softer now. So much softer. I think it did help too. I sprayed her with like a sheen spray, the Santa Fe sheen spray. So it's got some sunblock in her to help her not bleach in the sun, and then also it's just got the sheen to help keep her from getting super dusty. So I got a little cut off last time because the toddler woke up, but I am back and it's time to lunge Vhagar. I'd like to give you guys a little look into how she's doing now, 30 days into being here. That doesn't mean she's had 30 days of lunging and training. A lot of that's just been hanging out, or we've been off either because we got sick or from snow. So it's just a good checkpoint so we can look back on it in the future and just see how we're doing. So we're going to head over and get started. Cool. So I added a ground pole. So that's new. She's only seen it once, and she was definitely not scared of it, but she's still not quite sure what to do about it. So she's trotted over it, she's leaped over it, she's kind of tried to squiggle around it. So it's a work in progress, but we're going to start adding just one trot pole for now so she can start thinking about where her feet are. In typical baby fashion, if she gets too distracted, her legs go a little noodly. So we just want to get her thinking about them, but still not being too stressed that she's got too much to think about. But let's go ahead and get her started. See how spunky she is today, because it is quite a bit cooler right now. Okay. Ask her to walk out. And this is really nice. I've been wanting her to just work on relaxing. So if she's just gonna walk, I'm gonna take it. And I'm keeping the circle smaller for now, so I'm not sending her towards that ground pole just yet. I think on this one, I'll push her out just a hair towards that ground pole. She skirted past it, so we're just gonna have to get her working a little bit more. And skirting again. Here. There we go. She went over it that time. There you go. She's being much more controlled today than she was like 2 days ago. Yeah, I need to push her out a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Go, go. Very nice. And I'm just going to ask her, whoa. Whoa. Good pony. Like, what are you doing here? Ooh. And since she was really nice on that pole, we're just going to let her take the moment and relax. So she did really good going that one way. I'm going to let you guys see her do a little bit of canter that way, and then we're going to switch directions. All right. So we just cantered a couple circles, but I like how she's choosing to walk to start. So we're going to go ahead, let her walk. She's got a nice energized walk. And kind of bump her to get her a little bit more focused on me, a little bit more paying attention. She's gotten better about paying more attention to what we're doing instead of just staring all over the place. So that's a good improvement. But that's mostly just like baby brain stuff. Okay. Trot. And as she's trotting, I'm just going to let the circle grow a bit. Take her towards that pole. Didn't have quite enough slack to make it that time. That was nicer. There we go. I'm not as focused on the pole with her cantering. I actually want to kind of send her around it just because cantering is not her strongest gait at the moment. And I don't like how she's leaning on me. Trying to get her to balance herself a little bit better without having to kind of sit on the line. She doesn't sit on it very heavy, but still. And ooh, ooh. But for her, that's a pretty good canter. That's pretty controlled. She's normally can get kind of scatterbrained at the canter. So going like that, staying focused, staying not too bolty around the circle, I'm happy with that. And we're going to switch sides. We're not gone this way yet today. That is a lovely little trot that she gave me for the first couple strides. She's feeling her spunkiness. She's definitely getting more energy as she's settling in, which is nice. You can really see her back develop from this point of view. Like as she's going around me, I'm going to slow her down just a hair. Trot. Trot. There we go. She's got so much energy once she gets going. Trot. So this is a little bit more of the like anxious canter that she has sometimes. It's still better than what she started with. But, oh, damn. Ooh. She stepped on it. Yeah, I had to stop lunging for a second because Vhagar stepped on the pole and it split in half. So that was one of our older poles. I'm gonna have to go hunt for some newer ones if that's gonna be the case. But I guess that was Vhagar's opinion of adding poles to the work. Not the biggest fan yet. It's okay though. It's an old pole and no one got hurt, which is the most important part. Vhagar's good and I think she's ready to keep going. I'm just gonna have to move the log out of the way. I moved the pole. Thankfully, Vhagar is good. She doesn't have any marks on her. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going in that direction and see if she'll calm down a little bit and do a nice trot and walk, and then we're gonna call it. So, this is a very nice walk from her. I've been really happy to see, even though Dutch harness horses are a very high-headed breed, that's what you want to see. As I'm getting her to start using her body more, I want to see her head a bit lower and her back lifting. So it's nice to see her willing to trot with a nice level head. And she still gets excited and she still tosses her head up, but it's just the fact that she's so willing to learn and try. He's spunky, baby. Trot, 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 trot. I didn't say that way. Ooh. I said this way. Trot. There you go. Keep you on a smaller circle then. Miss Spunky baby. I just said how you're so good about trotting with the lower head now as you would go full giraffe. Let's see if she'll slow down to a walk. And ooh. Probably have to stop her all the way. Ooh. Ooh. And let's see if she'll walk. Let's see if she'll walk. Just trotting again. Easy, baby. Easy, baby. So spicy. I think she might not be in a walking mood today. At least not walking as much. But she's being fairly good. She's communicating and she's going. Sometimes as good as you get with a little baby pony. So I'm pretty happy with it. Ooh. That was a very stylish stop. Your own little version of a sliding stop there. He's a good pony. This is what we have for Vhagar at 30 days since bringing her home. I'm really happy with her, and I'm excited to see how she's going to progress with more time. You know, for the amount of time she's been here, she hasn't had just a whole bunch of training sessions. I wouldn't even say she got like a solid, 15 days of training. So I'm really happy with her progress. She's got a lot to try. She's very willing, and I think she's just going to be really great as we move forward. Hopefully after another month or so, be ready to start taking that step where we can sit on her for the first time. On the next video, I'm gonna get to show you guys all the target training videos I've been collecting. So if you guys want to see that and how I'm gonna incorporate those into getting Vhagar ready for riding, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get the notification. If you guys have any recommendations or anything you'd like to see, please drop it in the comment below. I'll read all the comments, and I just love hearing from you guys, and I will see you guys again soon. Thanks. Bye.